Hello again, this is the Waterman. Now we're going to continue in John chapter 5, verse 11. Okay, and I have a little drawing to try to bring something out, okay? I'll take a picture of it and put it on Facebook, and then well, you can probably check on here and watch the video about it, and hopefully, you can tap on it on Facebook, blow it up, look at it. Just something to help bring it alive so you can utilize it right now in the storms of your life when it's going. Identify. Is that my poop thinking or is this God? It's my poop thinking. Good and evil stuff. Bear hog tie it. Green like God, because that's the only way you can get an increase back into God's loving righteousness. Permanent satisfaction. This stuff here is transitory, sugar high, crash down your own poop thinking. Oh no, over the waterfall. Run into your own cesspool. Don't eat that crap. Alright? Now, let's read this verse again in the King James language, which is merely skimming this living word of God, the thought process. He's circumcising the foreskin of your heart, dissecting, cutting it out, offering to chop this stuff out, to circumcise, cut that fleshly thinking out. Are you taking advantage of these opportunities? Or are you crying, well, this is to me, like a little spoiled child? And whenever the parent is correcting them, giving them a little discipline, a little paddling on the butt or something, they're going, Daddy, your mommy, you're right, too. You're a big bad tyrant. Throw me in the hell. Or you hog tying that crap and hearing intelligently what God's trying to teach you. And then agreeing with, oh yes, and being corrected. So that, well done. Wow. Huh? And increasing back into God's loving righteousness. Thinking more like God. Or you staying embedded, getting hard down, callous in this whole poop thinking, going down the Jordan River. Okay? Now, in this verse, John chapter 5, verse 11, he answered them, he that made me whole, the same said unto me. That's part wrong. The same said unto me. Jesus said it to Yahweh's salvation, right? Without delay. No vowels in that. Not Jehovah having vowels added to it. No, go back to the original way. It was YHWH. Without delay. Don't elongate it. And you're existing back in the God's way. Hog tie this stuff here. It's got all kinds of vowels and other poopy thinking put into it. God, you're right. YHWH. Your way, not my way. Let me make it right, God. Mighty my good way and my bad ways. When you eat from that tree of knowledge of good and evil, you shall surely die. You shall be separated from God's way. You're going down, drone, poop, poop, bop, bop. Eating poop dogs all the way. No, hog tie this stuff and come up into God, right? So take up thy bed and walk, okay? Now, we covered all the way down. Let's see, hang on. Take a, Jesus said unto me, okay? Now that unto me was that moi. I think that's the way it's pronounced. Yeah. Unto me is from this word.
Strong's G 3427.
Moi. Okay.
Moi. Thayer's Lexicon. Emas.
Okay.
Emas.
And we'll just say that like I, me, my, recognize. Take responsibility for yourself, okay? Which way are you truly living? Work it out between you and God. Don't try to deflect it. So it wasn't me. God's taking you down in there. Deepest thinking. Oh, yes, it is. This is messed up. Okay, yes, it was. Hog tie this stuff. I'll shut that dog up. Well done, those good and faithful servant. Is that right? Now, what is it saith, that said, 2037, not IPON, okay?
Strong's G 2036. IPON.
Right, to speak or say, Jesus is saying, speak well of Yahweh's salvation, not speak well your own poop thinking. All right, now in this, I'm going to take you, to Luke 23:31. Okay, hang on a minute. Now, this is a demonstration of divorcing. Jesus is showing you, he's on the cross, the highest way. He's a demonstration of the way, the truth, and the life of when they're in these storms. The highest way. Man, in the most difficult situation, that thing pulled plumb full bore. I can't think of it. You think that little stuff we're going through is something? Imagine what Jesus going through. Huh? I said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they're doing. And what is it in Luke 23:34? Then Jesus said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. And they divided his garments, because it was worth a lot, and cast lots, rolled the dice on who's going to get that outward extra thing. They're still not. But God's saying, forgive them all. Huh? Now, in verse 31, back just a few verses earlier, it's saying, for if they do these things to the green tree, Jesus is all saying, I'm the green tree, the green way, the wet, and the anointing of God. Okay? We studied it and all this stuff, but it's just short changes, so I'm not going real long on that. I'm going to do this draw in here, show you a little bit. Okay? Green like God. Don't go this dry tree. Huh? This dead tree, in other words. Your own stinking good and evil stuff. Poison stinking rags, okay? It's all poop thinking. I count it all as dung for winning Christ, right? Go the green way. Because that's for. That's actually a demonstrative. It's another word, not gar. Not gar that they translate it's for a lot of time. This word is, hang on, I'll just show you real quick. I'm not going to delve into it real deep with you right now. It's OTI, this word.
Strong's G 3754. Hati.
Hati, okay.
Hati.
Like, are you in hot pursuit, like, really? Okay. Which way in hot pursuit of? God you, the green way or this way? No, it's a demonstrative thing, right? Are you demonstrating going this way? Are you demonstrating no good way, bad way? Try to be convincing. Poop. Okay? And I'm not going to go into all that other right now. So demonstrating that. If they do these things, they're killing Jesus, right? To the green tree. The one demonstrating. Huh? Are we to follow, be in hot pursuit of God, and do the same ways in our lives when it's die to yourself and come to God? What Jesus is doing it in the natural, showing you in the most extreme situation. Huh? He's doing it. All he said was, Father, lay not this cup to let this cup pass from, but nevertheless, not my will. Is that not? He's just showing you. He's demonstrating. You do it this way. This way you do it. This is how you do it. Go the green way, the wet tree, not this dry tree, okay? And if they do these things to in the green tree, what shall be done in the dry tree? You're in trouble. I'm in trouble. Boom, 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 boom. I'm going the Yogi Bear way. Boop, 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 boot. Fearing God all the way, all my life. Boot, boot, boot. 3 days. 3 ages all through your life. No, revere God, revere God. You're right, Daddy. Crucify this thing. Lay this thing down. Prostate. Hold tight. Zap. Be still, you dumbass. Zap it out. Let God chop it out. And come back to God. This thing's the wrong way. It's an old stupid donkey in your head. 666. Nah. Shut up. And come back to God, right? Go the green tree's way, not this red tree, in other words, okay? This is a demonstration. Divorcing this red way, your carnal-minded ways, your dry tree ways, going to the green tree, and coming to light, to the greater understanding of God, more intimacy of God's ways, to God's loving righteousness. God is the greatest. You're divorcing and coming out of this. God is a messed up mad scientist. I'll throw you in hell and all this stuff. You better do. You better be very afraid. And come back to God's love, that He loves you beyond the mere description of words. Be obedient to God, not disobedient. Don't lay on your mat, you empty man. Get up and walk. Okay? Now, we'll go a little farther here. Okay? Now, in this original state, this is a drawing. Okay? We're in this red, mostly, and all the way down the deepest, and then the little bit things. Okay? We're mostly red, Adamic way, beast nature thinking, Antichrist thinking, with a little bit of seed of Christ, the seed of Christ, and it's calling you out in these storms. You're going to be obedient to God and trust this seed, which is your strength. See a little bit of seed down in there? Or are you going to trust in all your red dog thinking that darkness, ignorance of God, ignorance of God's love, no trust in God. God will chop out a little bit of that and transform it back into that more green, more of God, the wet tree, and not the red. And it increases, keep increasing. You go to green, then go on out to orange, Now here I got like it's been just like in the Old Testament. There's outer court, holy place, and holy of holies. Now we got in the New Testament, the new promise, the new covenant with God, you got the outer, the holy place, and the holy of holies. God's taking you way down in here in this holy place, and this green tree inside you is calling out to you to come back home into God's loving righteousness, to the holy of holies, the most intimate place. Now that's in your church, in this square, the open square, God's offering. God's opening it up. You do this and you gain a little bit of revelation. Apocalypse. The apocalypse. God's revealing to you the truth before known. Jesus Christ within you. Right? There's for the revelation, the apocalypse of Jesus Christ within you. And that's within you. It's the first 5 words in the book of Revelation that unlocks it all. In the world, in this, there must be tribulation. But be of good cheer, for I have overcome the world. God's overcoming all this stuff. You can do the same thing. Like Jesus demonstrating it on the cross. That stars, that stake. Man, capital punishment by this thing. Give us Barabbas and crucify Jesus. Give us that thief or robber thing, our own good and evil way, and crucify. We're not turning back to you for nothing. It's still going on right now. We got to go to the image of the first one. Christ, Jesus, Yahweh salvation. The way, the truth, and life. The anointed Messiah. Come on. Quick in the dog way, right? Now, the green tree, the wet tree, not the dead tree, the dry tree. It's the red way, the green way is a green tree, okay? Now, Jesus said, okay, and it's that Jesus is 24:24. It's Jesus, I-E-S-O-U-S, and that's Yahweh, Y-H-W-H, not Jehovah, or none of that. It's got vowels in it. It's salvation. Yahweh is salvation, deliverance from this. Remember, I went through that soteria and all that stuff, sozo, coming all the way down. It's the safe place. What is that? S-O-A-Z, all the way down to the prime root, okay? Go back and listen to the videos earlier, okay? There's no vowels in this to delay it. Delay you going whenever God's in the storms of your life. To hang on a minute, God, I gotta taste a little bit more of this poop on my hand. My works. Boy, it's good. I hate to give up on that. Whack, pillar of salt. You can't go on. That does not qualify. It's a good way or a bad way. M-E is the word they use. That's pronounced may. You can't go back to God doing that, okay? Now, see, Christ is calling you out in this. It's a demonstration of divorcing this red way of thinking and coming back and agreeing with the green way and coming back into God's loving righteousness. Jesus is showing us the way, the truth, and the life to do this. And we're to do this all the days of our lives. Not go this way at all. It takes you down off that waterfall, right down into your cesspool. Okay? So now I'm about to run out of time here, and we'll go ahead and next be working on taking up thy bed and walking. Jesus